I'm Viktor Vejvoda, and I arrived to Belgrade roughly 2 years ago. It was occasion of exhibition curated by Mia Čuk in the Kulturní dom Beograda, dedicated to poor image topic, and it was one bigger collective exhibition. And that time I already was very much wondering about Belgrade after living in Berlin, living in Chisinau. I somehow started this bigger interest in connection of East Europe to East Europe, and also work and participating in cultural life of Slavic countries. And somehow together with that was also interest in language and linguistic problems of such experiments. And after this exhibition, I was invited by Mia Čuk to cooperate inside a very interesting art residency called Footnote in Serbian Fusnota, which is dealing with self-published artworks. So usually Footnote is hosting 1 or 2 artists from other countries which are interested about small publications, authors' books, and such activities. So already to Belgrade I came with several projects and running ideas. Firstly, it was I already arrived as a member of Kolkhoz Collective, which is an artistic collective with my colleague Maxim Polyakov. We've been a lot of experimenting with self-publishing of many kind of forms which were typical for Soviet Union culture sphere, and somehow as much as Kolkhoz name is some kind of provocative resurrection of some terminology, which we are trying to put in new, very artistic and small-scale dimension. As well, I arrived to Belgrade with running project of Thermal House, which is very tiny publishing house, mostly using format of invoice paper, producing authors' books. First I started to use it as my own artistic expression, and then I seen I can very easily help other artists publish their works. Usually it was like some kind of first publications, and for me this is incredible process of seeing never published works and help to publish them. And gradually I become aware of Union of Artists of Serbia, ULUS, and I started their project of Supermarginál kafe. Já dělám product placement. Supermarginál kafe was idea which came something like a year ago when I first time visit paviljonu of Cvijeta Zuzorić, where we are now sitting. And I seen that this pavilion have amazing terrace, which immediately calls for some kind of activation or using. And I proposed to make this terrace activation and create some kind of self-service cafe spot. We managed to find chairs and tables to accommodate the terrace. Created 2 reading corners. In one reading corners authors' books, in other reading corner historical publications of ULUS starting from 1938, so quite interesting pieces. And gradually I started to see and enjoy the very pro-social effect of what I call Balkan Cafe. And it was the process of putting a few chairs, having coffee or tea for people, and seeing that practically that's all what society need for very positive and helpful interaction. And I started to see older generation of members of ULUS talking with random visitors and creating this what all we, I guess, love on Balkan, some kind of very nonchalant, very friendly atmosphere, which sometimes seems like also self-therapy or kind of healing process of spending few hours with coffee. Of course, I first time visit Belgrade for 7 days and it became complete fascination, and after I wanted to see it a bit more and stayed 2 years. I sometimes find things similar to Prague or to some kind of Slavic territory, but Belgrade for me is much more vibrant and kinetic reality. From places I quite enjoy some kind of, for me even as a citizen of Prague, very good cycling infrastructure. And many times after working day I spent evening by bike trip to the Ada Lake, which is for me also somehow interesting story of a simulator of Adriatic sea coast. For people who can't leave to the seaside, Ada resort was built as some kind of city simulator of Adriatic coast.